Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Today is the 9th of March, Saturday. And yes, we're live. If you'd like to call us up on that viewer hotline. It's 503-548-6777. Questions, comments, reports, like always, we want to hear from you. Now, this week I was actually out on one of our local rivers running around chasing some steelhead, and there was no shortage of you that had questions. So if you have the opportunity, call us up now. We would love to get you in before we get too far into the show. As always, though, we're going to have all the info that you need for this upcoming week. Things have changed significantly. If you watched the show last Sunday, you saw that the Willamette and all of the rivers were about ready to explode. Well, it happened, and it's turned over, and we have a very small window for the Willamette right now if you are, like really motivated and you want to get out there and try to get that early springer, because it did happen this week a couple of times without saying too much. So we're going to have that info for you. Fish counts, river levels, all that, turbidity, but don't expect it to last long. We do have a bunch of rain in the forecast. We actually have a special guest this morning. We have Andy Carson, who's going to give us our weather update for today and maybe even tomorrow. But we'll find out how things are going this upcoming week and when your windows of opportunity will be to get out there and be successful. I will admit, though, when I have my report in this upcoming segment, I don't have any photos. And I'll get to why that is in that report. But it was an interesting week. So certainly, if you got out there, you may be already aware, but it's this upcoming week where things are going to start to change, and we are truly in spring Chinook season. It's the 9th of March. For crying out loud, we have less than a month on the Columbia, which is also something to consider as well. But we'll get there in just a little while. Special guest this morning, Austin Mosier from Austin. He's the owner-operator of Austin's Northwest Adventures. I already screwed that up this morning. So we're going to have Austin live from Eastern Washington. Now, he's one of my favorite people to talk to for a number of different reasons. A lot of the times it's because we're talking about something different, right? And this is that perfect window of opportunity. We're going to be talking about salmon going forward for the next 6 months, right? So we're going to talk to them about walleye fishing and triploid trout. Now, those are both topics we've discussed with Austin in the past. Now, it's gotten a lot of attention. A lot of folks from over here on the west side have headed that way to go chase them. A lot of you have gone out with Austin to go learn how to go chase them. Well, this morning, they've already landed a 13, 14-pound walleye. They're going to chase triploids, and we're going to have enough time where if we get lucky, we might see a fish get caught, because y'all know that we love that, right? So again, we're going to check in with Austin from the east side, see how things have been for him, and just give you a different perspective of a different fishery, different opportunity for all of you that live over there on that side. And for us that are over here, maybe motivate you, say that 3 times fast, to head over there and have a little bit of fun. So by all means, Austin's a great interview, so stick with us for that here in a bit. Then we're going to have your Deal of the Week from Fisherman's Marine, which, as always, perfect timing for this upcoming season. So make sure you stick with us throughout. Now, if you've been sending photos in, we asked you last week, or at least mentioned that we need some more photos. We got inundated with them. Well, we want more. I know Ryan right now is going, stop it. Send those photos in. We're going to show you yours that you've been sending in and how to do it. But before we get there, we've got an update from Richard from Kenmore. For all of you watching up north who get to fish in that Puget Sound area, he's got a report, or an update, I should say, for Area 10. There was a recent opener there. Richard, are you actually out on the water this morning?
No, a little bit too windy this morning, but I made it out the last 2 days, and yeah. I even got to call you when fishing isn't so good, but a few... got about 3 or 4 undersized ones, but I just couldn't get them to go. Tides were a little funky, and I just sucked.
I know what that is. I know what that's like. It's the story of my life, at least currently. Overall, though, even though you were struggling, were other folks being successful, or is it just that kind of a phase where it's just not great?
Well, the Department of Fish and Wildlife, they delayed our opener another month this year. It was January, 1st. It was February 1st, and they pushed it back to March now so that a lot of the undersized, smaller fish can get out in the straight to the ocean, go do their migration thing. And there's a lot less of those that catch, which shut down our fishery ultimately. Fishing's been pretty good. I would say the east side of Puget Sound's better than the west side. They'd be upset if there's one certain spot that they're really getting them out there, but I'll let the people find out where that is because it's a pretty small spot there.
A small area. Well, it sounds like if it's a small area, it wouldn't be too hard to find. If you get out there on the water, you'll probably find the crowd, right?
Yeah, there's 150 boats there, so it shouldn't be that hard to miss.
It sounds like the Columbia went in full swing spring Chinook season.
Yeah. Oh, and talking of that, hey, I am geared up. I went out and bought a case of Green Label, a few packs of Red Label, brand new rod, reel. I am so stoked. We're coming down there. Going to spend the weekend of the 21st to the 23rd.
Nice.
The following weekend, and then April 5th. Boy, you've really turned me on to something that's incredible. And not only that, by far, bar none, the best tasting salmon that I've had. And I've tasted them from Alaska, Canada, Washington Coast, Puget Sound. Bar none, the best. Perfect meat.
Yes, it is. I mean, there's no comparison to a Columbia River blackface spring Chinook. I mean, they are absolutely phenomenal. And he mentions this, everyone. I know a lot of you have watched the show for a long time. Richard has always shared info from up in the Puget Sound area, Area 10 and other locations, but recently migrated south and started participating in our spring Chinook fishery and had some success and has obviously addicted to it now as well. Richard, thanks for the report. Hopefully things improve, but I look forward maybe even running into you down here when you are down here for a couple of days.
Hey, man, like I said, I am so stoked to get down there. You've showed me something new. And when the Department of Fish and Wildlife takes away all of our opportunity, we have to migrate and try new things. And you've shown me something that was on my bucket list. I caught one, and now I just can't wait to do it more and more and more.
You know, you got me even more fired up. I'm still stuck in steelhead mode, but there's been some springers caught. And yeah, it's right there, everyone. It's about to happen. Richard, thanks for your phone call and the update. We appreciate it. Take care and be safe. Good luck when you get out there, okay?
Thanks, Owen. Have a great day.
You too, bud. Take care. And that's what we do. We try to get you excited about opportunities that we have here in the Northwest. Yes, just like Richard mentioned, there are forces at work that are sometimes suspect at best, but you still have to get out there and enjoy yourself. You can't catch them from your couch, right? It's just that simple. All right, let's show you some of the photos that everybody's been sending in, and we're going to show you how. Wow! All right, everyone. Doug, thanks for sending this in. Aiden's first 2024. If that's his first steelhead ever, he's ruined forever. I mean, you can't get a more picture-perfect wild steelhead than that right there. What a dandy. Man. That's just beautiful. Great photo. Thanks for sending it in. That's why I'm still stuck on crazy and chasing steelhead. Best season for lings. John, thanks for sending it in. There's just groceries, everyone. You get the chance to get out there. There's been a lot of interest, actually. We had Kyle Dotson on from Ore Angling here just a week or so ago, I believe last week. Lots of folks wanting to get out there and chase some of those bottom fish around. Hopefully you can get out there and do it. Day on the pond, those are kokanee, everyone. Good size ones, by the way. Arguably, well, maybe not. I mean, they're as good as any salmon that's out there, barring a Columbia River spring Chinook. They're fantastic, and one of my favorite things to chase, although I haven't done it in over a year. I got to get back out there and chase them. Great photo. Here we go. Looks like a pheasant hunt. Yeah, pheasant hunt. Oh, well, he's got one in his vest, and he's got one in his hand. For all of us, that's pretty much a limit. Gary, thanks for sending it in, hunting buddies. I'm just looking forward to that. We're 240 some odd days away from duck season, everyone. Is that bad that I know that? Maybe it is, I don't know. Hag Lake. Wow, there's a true brooder. For all of you that have asked questions, and we've talked about hag for obviously here, 100 years, it seems like. Thomas got into one of them brood stock trout that they stock Hag Lake with. By the way, if you're unaware, Hag Lake gets more stock trout by the state of Oregon than any other state, or excuse me, any other lake in the state. And they put all kinds of different fish in there, but don't forget also, that's where the state record smallmouth comes from just about every single time. And here's how you do it. It's easy. Are you going to run that? Okay, apparently not today. It's easy. Fox 12 app, download it. It'll show you exactly how to upload those photos. All right, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we'll have my field report from this week. We're going to have river levels, fish counts, turbidity, what the weather's going to do, all the things that you need to make a decision on what you want to do either today or going forward this upcoming week. We'll be right back.